Usheni. Welcome, 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 or welcome back to African Xhosa ASMR. Today is a very special day. That is because I get to celebrate my little sister's full traditional South African wedding. Ngumtshato, halala, ukuzala kukuzelula. Uyatshata umamtolo, umamchenge, umadlangamandla, ubhanikazi, umfingo, vumba lempongo liyanuka, Zulukhaya, lwandle aluwelwa, luwelwa zinkonjane zodwa, halala. We are now off to the wedding venue, and this traditional wedding will be taking place in a small village situated in the Eastern Cape province. And I am so thrilled that I will be capturing my baby sister's big day. I look forward to gathering with family and friends, laughing, singing, and dancing. Above all, I look forward to the unique joy that surrounds the union of two people who are madly and deeply in love with each other. While capturing this joyous celebration, I will be talking to you guys about Xhosa pre-wedding traditions, and I will also share with you guys what happens during and after the wedding ceremony. The big question you are probably asking yourself is that how is a Xhosa wedding different from other cultures? But don't worry, I got you. I will be explaining all those things because today I just want to drop some knowledge. Just sit back, relax, and hopefully you will enjoy watching this video. Without further ado, let's get started. Singachithanga xesha lide, masigawule siwarhoqe. In our culture, marriage is something that is highly valued. When a woman gets married, the celebration normally goes on for 2 to 3 days, and it involves a lot of dancing, singing, laughing. As a matter of fact, the entire community rejoices with the bride and groom and their family, as marriage is seen as a blessing from God. There are 2 pre-wedding steps which need to be taken when planning a Xhosa wedding. The first pre-wedding tradition is called ukuthwala, which means choosing the one. Ukuthwala is a legal bridal abduction that has been practiced for decades in the Xhosa culture. It's a marriage custom whereby the groom chooses a partner to marry. Once the lady is chosen, the groom then informs his family and then approaches the bride's family. The men of the two families then gather to discuss the matter and finally reach an agreement. Then the bride-to-be gets taken by the groom's family and she spends the night with them. This is done to signify or acknowledge the marriage. In the olden days, the bride had no say on who she marries, and only her father did. However, nowadays, ukuthwala is no longer practiced, or it is not as common because it is considered a criminal offense associated with kidnapping of young girls and forcing them into marriage. Instead, nowadays, the bride and groom are more familiar with each other before the marriage process begins. So, a formal marriage proposal takes place. And if and only if the woman accepts the proposal, then you can move on to the Lobola negotiation. Lobola negotiations take place after the woman says yes. Which then brings me to my second pre-wedding tradition called Lobola. Not Ebola, Lobola. Lobola is the bridal price. Let me make this very clear. Lobola does not mean you are buying your bride and now you own her. You cannot buy a human being because we are all priceless. Okay? Cool. So, Lobola is a kind gesture by the groom used as a way for him to show appreciation to the bride's parents for raising a lovely lady that he plans on marrying. Traditionally, payment was in a form of cattle, inkomo, the cows. But nowadays, things have changed and some families prefer money. The Lobola amount is based on so many different factors, particularly the bride's academic achievements and success. The amount is usually more if the bride-to-be is highly educated. And if she does not have any premarital children, the groom is expected to pay more. And if she is still a virgin, the groom is expected to pay quite a lot. The actual amount differs depending on the bride's family's request. Finally, once the Lobola is finalized, the marriage can take place. And a small traditional celebration takes place prior to that. That is why I said our weddings normally take 3 days. And before these 3 days, the family of the bride would hang a white cloth or a flag on their main entrance or gate in order to inform the community that there is a wedding coming. Now, coming to day one. Day one is normally on a Friday, and it is not a wedding per se. It is a small traditional celebration that involves a lot of dancing and singing around the neighborhood in order to inform the community members that there is going to be a wedding the following day. Day 2 is the modern urban wedding, or otherwise known as the Western white wedding, and it normally takes place on a Saturday. Lastly, we have day 3. Day 3 is normally on a Sunday, and it is a traditional wedding. As you can see here, after the wedding ceremony, the newlywed couple walk around the main road together to officially present themselves as husband and wife, and to show the community that there is a new couple on the block. Now, what happens after the wedding? After getting married, the wife dresses like this. The skirt that she is wearing is called ijalumane. The head wrap is called ikechemia, and she has to hang or wrap a scarf over her shoulder, as you can see in this image. These clothing symbolize so many different things. For example, the head wrap ikechemia tells that she is now married. This head wrap called ikechemia cannot be worn by an unmarried woman. It is only used by married women, and it gives the woman another layer of respect. Ijalumane, which is the skirt that she is wearing, should be ankle length to cover her legs, and thus indicates that she is no longer a girl, since unmarried women or girls wear shorter skirts. The long skirt serves to avoid unwanted attention from other suitors. Lastly, we have isikafu, the scarf that she has over her shoulders. The act of doing this is called ukuxakatha, and it is used to represent the qualities of protection and nurturing expected of her. And that is it, you guys. Now you know what happens before, during, and after a Xhosa traditional wedding. Halala nombhenqo mntakamama, andazi nokuba ndithini, andazi nokuba ndiqale ngaphi mamchenge, ngoba andililo neciko ekuthetheni, kwaye namazwi endingawathetha akanokwazi ukucacisa indlela endiziqhenya ngawe. You are amazing. Congratulations on marrying the man of your dreams. I am beyond happy and excited for you. I hope that your husband knows that he is very, very, very lucky and blessed to have a loving, caring, kind, respectful, humble, beautiful, smart, confident woman like you as his wife. I wish you every blessing as you start on the road ahead with your husband. Your wedding was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. Many, many blessings for now and the future. I love you both so very much. Halala. Thank you. And that is it, you guys, for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it and that you learned a thing or two about the Xhosa traditional wedding before, during, and after the ceremony. Ulale kakuhle, uphuphe kakuhle, noba yintoni nantoni oyenzayo uyenze kakuhle. And what that means is good night, sleep tight, and sweet dreams. And whatever it is that you do, I hope that you flourish.